Thank you, Chairman Stile, for holding this important hearing to examine how the Smithsonian Institution has abandoned its mission to remain unbiased in preserving and telling our proud American history. Each year, approximately 4 million people walk through the doors of the National Museum of American History. Instead of inspiring pride in our nation, the museum teaches visitors to be ashamed of their history and to hate the institutions that made America the greatest country on earth. The museum portrays our founding fathers as villains and not as courageous and heroic leaders who sacrificed everything. Instead, the museum condemns them rather than celebrating the indispensable role they played in securing our independence. We know this is a deliberate agenda. Most recently, the museum has decided to fill its exhibits with sexually explicit content by displaying drag queens and nude women on magazine covers. It even featured a diary in which a little girl writes, and I quote, "I pray to God every night for my penis to grow. I know it won't, but I still pray." Families bring their children to the Smithsonian expecting a lesson on American history. Instead, they're confronted with this indecency. Who honestly believes that this belongs in a museum of American history? Nobody. Yesterday, Director Hartig, you testified before a separate committee in the House and were questioned about sexually explicit material on display at the museum in a former exhibit titled "Girlhood is Complicated." Twice, you told members of Congress that the exhibit was never designed for children. Yet in a video you published online when the exhibit first opened, you explicitly say, and I quote, "We look forward to welcoming girls and boys to this exhibition." Okay, we have a clip here, video clip.
Without objection.
Okay, is it gonna play?
I'm not sure without objection. I think I object because I think we have tried to have videos played here in committee before and been denied the opportunity to do it, so I do object.
We'll suspend.
We have tried to play videos in the past.
Can you stop my clock?
We'll suspend the clock. Stop.
Didn't I try to do this before?
The objection is withdrawn. The video will be played in the clock will restart. Is there sound on your video? The committee will suspend. We'll give 1 moment here to see if we can work the tech out. All right. All right, the apparently technical difficulties, not the success of the ranking member's objection. I say in jest. Technical difficulties, the video can be inserted into the record. The gentlewoman is recognized with credited back with 30 seconds. We'll hold the clock for you.
Okay, thank you. Continuing on, well, obviously, there's explicit video to prove that you welcome children to an exhibit that features sexually explicit material. I cannot even imagine why you would do that. Does it make sense to you that sexual material would be on display in the National Museum of American History in the first place?
Thank you, ma'am. So just a quick bit on the policy of the museum, please. So
No,
we encourage
just answer my
parents-
question.
I shall. We encourage parents and caregivers to engage with content and topics they feel appropriate for their children. And all children under 18 who come to the museum need to be accompanied by an adult.
Okay, that's not answering my question. You actually welcomed children to an exhibit with sexually explicit material. And so,
Correct,
along
and that
those lines, can
exhibit,
you tell us what a
Girlhood-
crotch harness is? We brought a picture. Tell the
So-
audience what a crotch harness is.
So, ma'am, if I may answer your question about girlhood, it's complicated. And the questions that you had.
No,
it
just
was
tell us now,
designed-
I'm moving on. What is a crotch harness? You chose to make a display of it.
Girlhood, It's Complicated was designed to
Okay,
help
you
celebrate
approved
the
the
centennial.
display of a crotch harness in a public museum. You chose to display the fetish attire of a very small subset of Americans with weird sexual proclivities, and you welcome children to these exhibits.
So,
Millions of
ma'am, if I
American
can answer
families
your
and
question?
school children visit your taxpayer-funded museum every year, coming to learn about the nation's history. They deserve a straightforward explanation for why they are being exposed to this kind of garbage. Okay, the American History Museum educational material asserts that there are more than two genders and imply that biological males should be permitted to compete in women's sports. I don't know why or on what scientific basis the museum decided to approve that material. Yesterday, you could not answer the question, can a man become a woman? You've been able to sleep on it. Can you tell us, can a man become a woman?
So to answer your question about the two-piece garment,
Are
that
you
is
not,
to
are
your
you
right.
slept all night?
It was
What, can a man
in an
become a woman?
exhibition
Answer the
called
question.
Illegal to Be You.
You have decided to put
closed
up
in
exhibits
2021, ma'am,
that
that explored
feature
gay liberation since
trans
Stonewall.
agenda. Okay, tell
In
us.
that small exhibit that closed in 2021, where that two-piece garment was presented, was entitled Illegal to Be You, Gay Liberation Since Stonewall.
So
of
are
all
you
the people
saying
who
that
came
topics
by-
on sexuality are suitable for kids?
All the people who came by
And they
that
come to
display
learn
case,
about
no one
American
complained.
history. They come to learn about the most free, prosperous, stable, and benevolent nation in the history of the world. They come to learn about American exceptionalism. And I yield my time.